Will AI replace doctors?
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence is
AI.
AI is the buzzword of the decade.
In my opinion,
Guest for today is Dr. Harsh Bhayana, who is a very senior reputed pediatrician. कहाँ पे AI अभी help कर रहा है हमें?
AI is going to increase your productivity. You are able to help 100 patients, maybe you are helping 1000 patients. Like in oncology, it has already come. Based upon AI algorithm, they are deciding which patient is going to respond to which medicine. You must have heard of some AI in WHO which is interpreting X-rays. It has been given FDA license also that it is doing better than radiologists.
One advice for the medical students who are tuning in. So what will be your advice for the professor level guys with regards to the things that are happening in AI? Top 3 AI tools or platforms that every doctor should start experimenting with today.
You can do most of your work with ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, but these are
What would be some AI-based radiology or pathology tools that general physicians and specialists should know about?
like you buy any ultrasound machine these days, the AI is coming
Inbuilt.
You need to get updated. You will learn all the basic things of AI and get future ready.
Get future ready. Yes. Get future ready with AI.
Yeah.
What the future of pediatrics will look like? What would be some AI-based radiology or pathology tools? What is Perplexity? Top 3 AI tools or platforms that every doctor should start experimenting with today. In your own hospital, how you use AI from like end to end, patient entry to patient exit. Let's begin. How many of you feel overwhelmed by the constant evolution of tech in healthcare, but is still curious how AI can genuinely make your life easier? Do you ever wonder what future of pediatrics will look like when algorithms will start advising patients even before they meet doctors? Have you ever felt that even after years of medical training, you are still playing a catch-up game with modern tools, AI, automation, and patient expectations? Are you a medical student, a doctor, or a healthcare leader who wants to be respected not just as a healer, but as a visionary leader, as a doctor who is future-ready, not just clinically sharp? Well, if you have nodded yes to any one of those, then welcome to the right place. This episode is just for you. Welcome to episode number 2 of Doctors AI Leadership Podcast, where we decode what it actually means to lead in the age of AI, automation, and conscious care with empathy. Today, I am honored to be in conversation with Dr. Harsh Bhayana, who is a visionary and forward-thinking pediatrician, who is not just a master of child health, but a passionate voice on how AI is reshaping the healthcare, from clinical insights to public education, from operational efficiency to ethical concerns. Well, why should you stay up till the end of the podcast? Because you'll walk away with six crystal clear insights. And these 6 crystal clear insights will speak directly to your need for clarity in tech, understand which real AI tools are helping the doctors today. No hype, just real use cases. Second, desire for better patient care. Learn how doctors are combining data and empathy to give parents proactive and empowered healthcare. Third, fear of being replaced. Hear how AI won't replace you, but the doctors who evolve with AI at the right time may surely replace you. Fourth, frustration with information overload. Discover frameworks and filters which Dr. Harsh uses to stay updated without being overwhelmed. Fifth, problem of clinic growth in the digital era. Explore how to make your practice more efficient, impactful, and automated, even if you are just starting out. And finally, sixth, your deeper purpose as a doctor. Reconnect with the soul of your profession, your mission as a doctor and a thought leader in the healthcare ecosystem. So whether you are a medical student still learning or a young doctor trying to build relevance, or a senior practitioner wondering what this AI wave means for the next decade. This podcast will help you handle the present smartly and navigate the future boldly. Don't just listen, lead. Hit play, take notes, and let's unlock the mindset, the skill set, and the tool set of a future ready doctor. Let's begin. Hello, future ready doctors. I welcome you all to yet another episode of Doctors AI Leadership Podcast. And the title or the theme of today's podcast is AI, or artificial intelligence as we know it, AI in healthcare and pediatrics. And guest for today is Dr. Harsh Bhayana, who is a very senior reputed pediatrician. And we are going to decode his mind as to how to actually understand AI in healthcare and how to apply the various concepts of AI tools, AI softwares in our clinical workflows so that we can make our clinics more efficient, our hospitals more efficient, all in all to make our life simple and give good treatment plans and good treatment care, good care to our patients. Hello, future ready doctors. I welcome you all to yet another episode of Doctors AI Leadership Podcast. And the title or the theme of today's podcast is AI, or artificial intelligence as we know it, AI in healthcare and pediatrics. But before we start, let me address a very important topic. There's a lot of hue and cry about AI altogether everywhere. Everywhere. AI is coming. AI is going to take away jobs. AI in healthcare. How is the healthcare going to respond to AI? Are the doctors going to be just out of place? Are the jobs going to be getting away? Are some of the specialities going to be redundant? Like in radiology, in pathology, will the doctors have any role as such? Or as they say, that the doctors or the clinics who will adapt with AI, who will evolve their systems, will replace the doctors and the clinics who do not. Friends, the questions are many, the fear is huge, but I would say the hope is proportionately even larger, because as we evolve and as we put in systems in place, as we get into learning AI, we can actually evolve into a better version as a doctor and as well as in our clinics as well. So the another thing I want to tell you or I want to share with you is that in the current day and age, as I had been researching over lots of AI literature just in the recent past, I can get to the fact that AI is decreasing the lag time that is in medicine. So earlier what used to happen is there were some findings, there were randomized clinical trials happening, a large data was gathered from the clinics, and then the industry would evolve into creating new medicines, new machines. But with the advent of AI, we have lots of data that is pulled from millions of cases that are being done across the globe. And this data, coupled with lots of data from the patient, their X-rays, their CBCTs, their MRIs, all this data is created as a data set. And then certain algorithms are applied on this data. And then certain tasks are given to this whole set of data and algorithms to help the clinician. Now, there's a catch. Will this thing replace the doctor in totality, or the data that is generated and the tasks that are completed are going to augment or help the clinician? That is the burning question these days. Can we trust AI? Can AI be totally trusted such that, or to the point, or to the effect that the human touch, the doctor, the human that is the doctor can be replaced in totality? That is what is the point of debate. Yes, the tech guys, the engineers, the people who are deeply involved in developing AI are of the opinion that AI might be slightly immature to make tall claims with regards to removing doctors totally from the equation. But some people are of the hope. Some people are of the opinion, rather, that doctors can be excluded from the whole healthcare system to a great degree. So let's debate how we can evolve ourselves, how we can use AI as an ally, not as an enemy. so to speak, because generally we also have to check something that is going inside of us as doctors, the resistance to evolve. So, keeping that in mind, that we are not overly resistant to evolve and having a holistic picture, let's be at the cause side of the equation. The cause side of the equation, what do I mean by that? See, either you can be at the effect of life, or at the cause of life. So something happens in your life. Are you in the command position that you are controlling your life, or you are at the effect of life that you are in a victim mode? Many times I see that people get into a victim mode and they do not assume power and come to the command mode. Same is happening with AI. Some people, some doctors, some stakeholders in the healthcare system will be at the effect of AI. Fine, they will be staying stagnant, things are happening, research is happening. Somehow they will try to catch up. Friends, it's not the time to live life somehow, in personal lives as well as in professional life. While if you shift the equation and come from the effect side of the equation to the cause side of the equation, then you actively learn about AI. You go to workshops, you go to training events, you attend, you listen to podcasts like this. You actually do your own homework and try to evolve and be abreast with the latest developments in AI and healthcare. So, one message from this podcast would be, if you ask me one message, it would be, please come to the cause side of the AI, as I am trying to be coming at the cause side of the AI. And let's face it, guys, this is a journey. This is a journey. We all are on this journey. Please like and subscribe this YouTube channel and comment below what other things you want to learn about AI in healthcare. And if you have some inputs, if you want to come on the podcast, you want to share your bit, please do write to us, and let's grow together, evolve together, and make healthcare ever evolving holistic space for new learning, new developments, and reaching new heights. I welcome you all, future ready doctors, to this episode of Doctors AI Leadership Podcast Series with the theme of AI in Healthcare. So today we have Dr. Harsh Bhayana sir, who is a senior pediatrician, and he so graciously agreed to come to our podcast. Dr. Harsh Bhayana sir is a distinguished pediatrician, entrepreneur, and a healthcare innovator with over 15 years of diverse clinical and administrative experience. Welcome to the podcast, sir.
Thank you, Anupam. Thank you very much for calling me here. It's my privilege,
Same here.
and you gave me chance to interact with your audience. And I will try my best that I can
Thanks for coming,
talk
sir.
to you.
He's a graduate from Government Medical College, Patiala. He
Yeah.
did his MBBS from there,
Yes.
and a postgraduate MD in pediatrics from Chandigarh,
Yeah.
PGI Chandigarh.
Yeah.
And Dr. Bhayana has served in various leading public and private medical institutions across India.
Around Hisar only.
And his career began as a senior resident at PGI Chandigarh and later Apollo Hospital, New Delhi,
Yeah. I went there.
where he worked in pediatric cardiology.
Yeah.
And he then took up the key roles in Haryana's public health system.
I worked there for 3 years, and after that, I am doing my private practice. And right now, I'm running 3, 4 hospitals, and then because of the passion, I am going into the field of AI.
Wow. Great, sir. And in 2014, you founded Sonakshi Children Hospital, which is a 49-bedded NABH accredited pediatric and gynecology hospital in Hisar, Haryana.
Yeah.
And you are driven by a vision for accessible and quality fertility care, and you have established Sonakshi IVF as well.
Yeah, it's a private limited company, and we are
Mhm.
trying to open a chain in Haryana.
Mhm.
We already have 6 centers in Haryana, and we are trying to be doing more in this field also. My wife is into infertility.
So, what is that 200-bedded hospital project that you have started?
Yeah, next my project is my dream project, you can say, mother and child care. Women and child care,
Mhm.
where I'll be planning all women super specialities and pediatric subspecialties like pediatric cardio, neuro, pediatric gastro, pediatric ICU.
Mhm.
In women's side, I'm planning infertility, laparoscopy,
Mhm.
then obstetric care, the women oncology, like these things I'm planning. Let's see when it comes into a picture, I would say.
And you are very passionate about medical education, AI in healthcare, pediatric innovation, and future ready hospital systems.
This is the only way to go move forward because of the intense competition, intense demand, and intense knowledge explosion, I would say. It is happening. So it will be very difficult for anyone to handle it without technology. And fortunately, we are living in this time of life when we are getting AI, and it can help you a lot from administration, from clinical, from marketing, from personal branding. AI can help you a lot.
So, guys, after this mouth-watering resume, I am fully sure that we are going to have an amazing session because we have lots of research behind today's podcast. Lots of research. I'm going to ask lots of questions and we are going to deliberate over AI in healthcare. The theme of today's podcast, guys, is AI in healthcare and in pediatrics. So let's just dive in. So, my first question would be it is very simple. Very simple. Will AI रिप्लेस डॉक्टर्स क्या एआई डॉक्टर्स को रिप्लेस कर सकता है अ, क्या ये एक डिस्टेंट ड्रीम है डिस्टेंट थॉट है क्या ये पॉसिबल भी है व्हाट इज योर थॉट प्रोसेस
I think it's my personal opinion, which may be different from Microsoft founder and Bill Gates, who is saying that AI will replace doctors. I am nowhere in front of him, but in my opinion, AI cannot replace doctors. AI will always act as an assistant. I don't know, maybe in future, I don't know, but in my opinion, today, no AI can replace doctors. The empathy, the level of decision making required and is not possible with AI in near future at least.
Mhm.
I am sure it is not going to do it.
Great. So, having said that, what are the areas where AI is creating an impact and acting as maybe assistant and augmenting the life of a doctor and the clinical work? कहाँ पे AI अभी help कर रहा है हमें as an assistant या as a fellow colleague?
AI will impact every field. There is no doubt. AI is going to increase your productivity.
Mhm.
AI is going to augment what you are doing right now, maybe 10 times, 20 times. If you are able to help 100 patients, maybe you are helping 1,000 patients. Era is coming when personalized medicine is coming.
Wow.
Okay. Right now, what we are dealing, we do a trial and we are satisfied कि अगर इस दवाई ने प्लेसिबो से ज़्यादा काम किया तो then it's okay.
Yep.
But the time is coming when patients are demanding and we wish that every patient should get treated. For every patient, the medicine should work. And for every patient, we should have a precision medicine, it says. Like in oncology, it has already come
Hmm.
that based upon AI algorithm, they are deciding which patient is going to respond to which medicine.
Hmm.
They have coded entire genomes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Based upon that genome, they are deciding which drug is going to help. Like I'll give you example, MSET, everybody knows.
Hmm. Hmm.
Whoever is listening to this podcast, MSET, everybody knows ondansetron.
Hmm.
It is not helpful with certain kind of genetic makeup, which AI can see from the beginning when you start oncology treatment. Ondansetron is a integral part कि हर patient को कैंसर की दवाई से उल्टी आएगी.
Hmm.
But when you have that AI put for every patient, you know कि MSET is not going to work. It's just an example.
Hmm.
But all the chemotherapeutic drugs, we can decide based upon the algorithm that which patient is going to respond to which drug and which patient is going not to respond. So this era is coming and AI will not replace, AI will assist doctors. That is for sure. At least I am sure about this. I don't have any डर कि कल को कुछ मेरी जॉब को या किसी की जॉब को कोई खतरा है. I'll give you example. Like suppose your pet patient is there who is coming to you for last 20 years,
Hmm.
and if he doesn't recover with your medicine, what he will do? He will go to other doctor.
Yeah.
He's not going to spend full time with
Yeah.
you. And with computers, if somebody is taking advice from computers also, at some stage it will come in his mind कि
Hmm.
यार एक बार डॉक्टर से बात करके जरूर आते हैं.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is going to assist, it is not going to replace you.
Great. Great. So we might be having lots of possibilities opening up. काफी possibilities open हो सकती हैं with regards to हमारी efficiency as a doctor,
Will increase multifold.
हमारे clinics की scalability and efficiency and productivity both.
Yeah. If you adapt to it. If you don't adapt to it, इफ यू जस्ट थिंक कि नहीं जो मैंने मेडिकल कॉलेज में सीख लिया इतना ही है, then it may the person with AI capabilities will take your job, but alone AI cannot take your job.
Great. And with regards to personalized care and personalized medicine that you said, this might be the next quantum shift in the
Yeah.
kind of medical care and the patient care that we give.
Definitely. See, the medicine is going like you go just 50 years back. There was MBBS,
Hmm.
then specialist MD, then super specialist DM.
Hmm.
Even DM cannot guarantee cure.
Hmm. Hmm.
ठीक है, पेट में दर्द है, आप 4 DM को दिखाते हो, बट पेट दर्द ठीक नहीं होता है. ठीक है, बट दैट डजंट मीन दैट वी don't need further medical knowledge. Medical knowledge is coming, it will come on, but it is beyond anybody's capability to absorb the knowledge. You know, knowledge coming is doubling every 2 to 3 months. Do you know it? Medical knowledge, इतने journals, इतने articles लिखे जा रहे हैं, ठीक है. Every 50 to 60 days, medical knowledge is getting doubled. So no super specialist will be able to absorb that knowledge. You need some kind of technology, you need some kind of help. I'll tell you one recent case. Yesterday I was standing with some oncologist and he attended my lecture just 1 week back. He said, जैसे ही मैं लेक्चर अटेंड करके गया, मैंने चैट जीपीटी का सब्सक्रिप्शन लिया, and when in OPD he just put in the details, clinical details, and it was able to decide the treatment protocol which has been just updated 2 days back and presented in American conference, and he used that. So he was so happy that if I have to find that, it would take at least 3-4 hours. जब तक वो आएगा, जर्नल में आएगा, पब्लिश होगा, मैं उसको कर पाऊंगा. Ultimately the care giving is doctor, but his capability is multiplied, the level of care has increased. This is going to be there, but it cannot be there कि AI को देख के आप कैंसर का ट्रीटमेंट. You tell me, if somebody of your family is suffering, if super duper intelligent AI, still you will need a doctor.
Great.
Yeah.
So अभी तक हमने डिस्कस किया, so I could make out that AI is there. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We cannot run away from it. We cannot deny it. We cannot blame AI for things it's doing. AI as of now डॉक्टर्स को रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज ह्यूमन टच एम्पैथी जो कहते हैं हाथ में शिफा होता है. डॉक्टर साहब आपको देख के, आपकी स्माइल देख के हम ठीक हो गए, वो जो फैक्टर है वो कभी भी नहीं जाने वाला. हाँ, हमारी जो, अगर हम AI को एज अ कॉलीग, एज अ असिस्टेंट, एज अ रिसर्च असिस्टेंट रखते हैं, सो वो हमारा जो ओवरऑल क्वालिटी ऑफ हेल्थ केयर है उसको इम्प्रूव करेगा. सर यहाँ पे मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि जिसको आपने थोड़ा सा भी एक्सप्लेन किया भी है, कि जो ट्रस्ट फैक्टर है, हम AI को ट्रस्ट कितना कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज अगर आप लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल्स देखें, जिसको हम अभी बात करेंगे, चैट जीपीटी है जैसे, अब इसमें थोड़ा सा वो बहुत क्रिएटिव हो जाता है कई बार, जब हेलुसिनेशन जैसे बोलते हैं, कि वो कहीं ना कहीं आपको आंसर दे देता है कुछ भी. सो अगर हमें स्टोरी लिखनी है, नॉवल लिखना है, बुक लिखनी है, तो ठीक है. बट मेडिकल सिस्टम्स में जब हमें डायग्नोज करना है, ट्रीटमेंट प्लान करना है, कहाँ तक हम ट्रस्ट कर सकते हैं? दैट इज अ पॉइंट ऑफ कंटेंशन आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू.
See, if you want to pursue anything in the field of artificial intelligence, you will have to learn first. Chat GPT या जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, that LLM is designed for general purposes. That is not designed for medical purposes. There are specific LLMs which are designed for medical purposes. So you can use Chat GPT, but with specific prompting technique. Then you have to use specific LLMs which you have to use. Then a human intervention is needed. There is no doubt about that. In the last, it will give you a differential diagnosis list कि ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है, but at the end you need to be there to decide कि अभी मुझे फर्स्ट वाले को ट्रीट करना है. बट नो पेशेंट कैन डिसाइड बेस्ड अपॉन DDs की सर ये मेरे 4 DD हैं, पेट में दर्द है तो हाँ कार्डियक पेन हो सकता है. बट सपोज आजकल आप देखते हैं न्यूज़ आर्टिकल्स में कि चैट जीपीटी ने डायग्नोज किया, ठीक है, डॉक्टर ने मिस किया. इट हैपन्स, इट इज गेटिंग प्रिंटेड डेली in all newspapers, magazines. What is that? Basically, they are putting the symptoms, patient is putting the symptom, and it is giving DD's list. So maybe it's a 7th differential diagnosis even in the physician's mind. But if suppose for pain abdomen you start thinking of a CA liver from day one, तो उसकी practice थोड़ी चलेगी. but it may be 1 out of 100 patient has turned out, and that becomes the news, and that news
ट्रेंड्स. सो यहाँ पे मैं चीज़ पूछना चाह रहा हूँ आपसे कि जो पेशेंट्स पे अगर हम आए, अभी तक हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे डॉक्टर साइड ऑफ द इक्वेशन, जब पेशेंट्स इन्वॉल्व हो जाते हैं एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट इन सेलेक्टिंग देयर ट्रीटमेंट, और जब तक वो डॉक्टर्स तक इट्स फाइन, कंसल्टेशन चेंबर में है, कंसल्टेशन हो रहा है, इन्फॉर्म कंसेंट है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर. जब ये थर्ड पार्टी इन्वॉल्व हो जाती है कि पेशेंट ने, आई टेल यू वन एग्जांपल. वन ऑफ माय पेशेंट कॉल्ड मी कि सर, अच्छा उन्होंने सारी चीज़ें पहले ही कर रखी थी, उन्होंने एक्सरे करवा लिए, रेडियोग्राफ्स करवा लिए, सब चीज़ें उन्होंने अपनी चैट जीपीटी में डाल दी, सब अपलोड कर दिया फोटोज, एंड देन दैट लेडी केम अप विद अ ट्रीटमेंट प्लान एंड शी वाज नरेटिंग द ट्रीटमेंट प्लान टू मी ओवर फोन कि सर मैंने डाला था, ऐसे ऐसे करना है, और आप बता दीजिए कि इन दोनों चीज़ों में से क्या करनी है. सो व्हेन द पेशेंट्स and the masses start over relying on large language models which are not actually designed for medical domain per se, so हम कुछ हाइपोकॉन्ड्रियासिस में भी जा सकते हैं कि पेशेंट्स हेलुसिनेट करने लग जाए, उन्हें कुछ बीमारियां हो गई हैं, या जो डॉक्टर पेशेंट रिलेशनशिप है वो थोड़ा सा, आई वोंट यूज द वर्ड टॉक्सिक, बट थोड़ा सा वो एक जो ट्रस्ट फैक्टर है वो जाने लगे, बिकॉज दे मे स्टार्ट थिंकिंग थिंग्स विच आर नॉट एग्जिस्टेंट. और ऐसे में डॉक्टर पेशेंट रिलेशनशिप को हम कैसे एम्पावर कर सकते हैं? क्या कुछ गाइडलाइंस आनी चाहिए कि रैंडम अपलोडिंग ऑफ एक्सरेज या ये सब अलाउड नहीं होना चाहिए, अंडर प्रॉपर सब्सक्रिप्शंस होना चाहिए जो मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स के पास हैं? सो व्हाट इज योर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रिगार्डिंग पेशेंट साइड ऑफ द इक्वेशन?
see, there are some facts of life which you have to accept it. ठीक है, you cannot deny. If you don't have chat gpt, patient are still googling. ठीक है, trust deficit, you can do anything, it will be there. What we can do, update yourself. When the problem comes कि पेशेंट को तो पता है कि इसमें ये वाला ट्रीटमेंट करना है और मुझे नहीं पता है कि वो करना है, जो कि शायद लास्ट ईयर रिलीज हुआ है, बट मैंने
Got
अपने
it.
आप को अपडेट नहीं किया.
Got it.
आई स्टडीड माई एमडी इन 2007. मैंने उसके बाद पढ़ना बंद कर दिया. ठीक है, मेरी प्राइवेट लाइफ है, पर्सनल लाइफ है, मेरी प्रैक्टिस बहुत चलती है, 200 पेशेंट देखता हूँ. आई डोंट हैव टाइम टू अपडेट माई सेल्फ. सो वो अब अलाउड नहीं होगा.
Got it.
यू नीड टू गेट अपडेटेड. ठीक है, चाहे पेशेंट को बाहर भेज के चैट जीपीटी पे आप रिसर्च करो या आपका स्पेसिफिक एलएलएम है उस पे सर्च करो, बट दिस ट्रस्ट डेफिसिट इज गोइंग टू स्टे. यू कैन नॉट आर्टिफिशियली मेक समवन टू ट्रस्ट.
True.
ठीक है, देयर वाज ए टाइम, आई वुड से इग्नोरेंस इज ए ब्लिस. दिस इज यूज्ड टू बी सेड कि जो होगा देखा जाएगा, ये भगवान की मर्जी थी. दैट टाइम इज गॉन. नाउ you have to accept it that patient who is coming to you, you are the at least second doctor, if not third, fourth, fifth doctor. First doctor is chat gpt always. ठीक है, he will come with 4 or 5 ideas, and if you don't tell one of the ideas, or if you don't discuss with that idea, he will go out of your clinic thinking that इसको तो latest कुछ नहीं पता है.
Got it.
इतना तो मेरे को भी पता है. So you have to update yourself. ठीक है, and this is going to stay. I don't think it's going to change. And regulations are there, HIPAA regulations are there, privacy, they are there, but still there is no act right now in India at least to regulate all those things. But there are HIPAA compliances in USA where they link it with the insurance companies कि इस चीज़ का इंश्योरेंस होगा अगर आपने ये compliances की है. अगर आपने ये compliances नहीं की हैं तो your treatment will not get, पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे उसको. सो दे गेट इट थ्रू इनडायरेक्टली, बट नोबडी कैन regulate directly because you are a consultant. You can do what has been taught to you based upon your ethics until and unless it's grossly wrong. Then the courts come in.
Great. I'm really impressed by what you said regarding कि trust deficit हमेशा से एक कम था, वो रहेगा. We cannot change the things overnight. The best thing is that we can take control in our hands and update ourselves. अगर हम updated हैं तो हम सबके लिए भला कर रहे हैं, अपने लिए, अपनी टीम्स जो हमारे हॉस्पिटल्स में काम कर रही हैं, एंड अल्टीमेटली पेशेंट्स के लिए भी. क्योंकि अगर वो थोड़ा सा कोट अनकोट हिप्नोटाइज होके आ रहे हैं फ्रॉम द चैट जीपीटीज वर्जन ऑफ डायग्नोसिस एंड ट्रीटमेंट प्लानिंग, इट इज आवर ethical work as well and the professional work as well to give them the fact check, the reality check.
There was a time when patient was मतलब I used to study in legal also कि शुरू में होता था, मतलब डॉक्टर एक बाप की तरह था, जो बच्चे को बोलेगा करेगा, ठीक है. नाउ दैट रिलेशनशिप हैज चेंज्ड. It is going to stay like this, that you are a companion. You
True.
discuss and decide.
Discuss and decide.
It
Great.
cannot be that तुमने कह दिया और बच्चे ने कर लिया, या आपने बोल
हम्म,
दिया और पेशेंट ने कर
हम्म,
लिया. वो नहीं होने वाला.
हम्म,
If you are thinking you are living in a different world, you come out of it. Otherwise, patient will make you come out of it.
living in a fool's paradise, so to
Yeah.
speak. Great. So I would like to ask one more thing. Do you wonder ever what the future of pediatrics will look like when AI algorithms will be the first touch point of the patients even before they meet the doctors? If it becomes the norm, like everybody is first having a touch point with the AI algorithms and then they are coming to you. How your mindset will change and how your approach will change towards that kind of a setup?
Sir, you accept it or not. The day ladies become pregnant, Instagram and Facebook usage increases. YouTube usage increases, and anybody is putting any damn thing on the social media and they are following it. ठीक है कि जन्म पे ये करना है, फर्स्ट डे ये करना है, सेकंड डे ये करना है, दे आर फॉलोइंग इट.
Yeah.
ठीक है, यू कैन डिनाई इट, बट इट्स हैपनिंग एट विलेजेस लेवल. आई हैव डन इन पेरिफेरी प्रैक्टिस आल्सो. गांव वाले भी, जिसको मतलब एबीसी भी नहीं आता है, वहां पे बैठ के जब बच्चे एडमिट होते हैं, मैं उनको आईपीडी में देखता हूँ. एवरीबडी इज डूइंग इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब, एवरीबडी इज सेइंग. ठीक है, सो इस बुलावे से मैं कहूंगा बाहर आ जाओ कि पेशेंट नहीं कर रहे हैं, ऑलरेडी दे आर डूइंग.
Already they are doing.
ठीक है, मे बी चैट जीपीटी विल गिव बेटर रिजल्ट्स. ओनली थिंग इज बी प्रिपेयर्ड ऑलवेज. वेन एवर पेशेंट कमिंग इन माई ओपीडी, मैं ये मान के चलता हूँ कि ये पढ़ के आया है, ठीक है, मेरा पेपर ले रहा है. एवरी डे इज योर पेपर, ठीक है, एंड यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस लाइक दिस, यू हैव टू अडेप्ट इट.
Then every consultation would become a viva.
It is already there, sir. If you don't think it, it's your fault. Everybody is taking it.
Everybody's taking the viva.
Yeah,
Okay. And we the best we can do is be prepared
that's it.
to help all the parties.
Suppose I will give you example. Suppose your patient is admitted in cardiology department. Would you not read it?
True.
I will read it at least. कि हो
Hmm.
क्या रहा है,
Hmm.
ठीक है. चाहे अगर मेरा वो ब्रांच नहीं है,
Hmm.
स्टिल आई विल रीड इट.
Hmm.
बाहर जो ओटी के बाहर बैठे हैं वेटिंग हॉल में, क्या कर रहे हैं वो? ऑलवेज जो आप बोल के गए हो कि इसमें ये स्टेंट डालना पड़ेगा,
Hmm.
जाते ही बाहर जाके क्या होता है?
Research.
एवरीबडी इज डूइंग इट.
Hmm.
एआई हो या ना हो, मैं उसकी बात नहीं कर रहा.
Hmm.
एवरीबडी इज ऑन इंटरनेट, एवरीबडी इज यूजिंग इट.
Hmm.
ठीक है, हम जूते लेने जाते हैं, वहाँ वो जूते दिखा रहा होता है, हम उसके रेट नहीं चेक कर रहे.
True.
सेम इज हैपनिंग विद द मेडिकल प्रोफेशन.
Great. So, Dr. Harsh, after this context setting phase, now we are going to go deeper so that the audience may be really benefited. So, here I would ask you that after years of medical training, don't we feel that we are still catching up with the modern tools, automations, and the patient expectations? And how to see, one thing is we are ready in a mindset that we have to update ourselves. But how to actually do it? Because it is a very new field, so to speak, AI in healthcare, and the use cases are rapidly increasing. So, how to go to certain standardized channels of education with regards to AI, and how to have the knowledge taken from the right sources?
See, you are basically qualified. You can judge the knowledge which is right or wrong, and YouTube is the best teacher, I would say. You can get every knowledge on YouTube. ठीक है, you don't need to do any fancy courses. If you don't have even YouTube, just ask from ChatGPT. You can learn from, just you do the basics, maybe YouTube. If you want to do a course, if you want to do a workshop, you will get it.
Got it.
But still, if you don't want to go, curiosity is the thing which is needed. It will be available in ChatGPT, which will be available on YouTube. Still, if you want to do course, it's a one-day course only. You can enroll, just find AI in healthcare happening nearby.
Got it.
Somebody is doing it.
Somebody is
Somebody is doing it.
And these are going to increase as well with time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
मतलब जैसे हमने इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सीखी थी,
Hmm.
आई फील कि प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग एंड एआई यू हैव टू लर्न द
Wow.
सेम वे.
It's a new language altogether.
Yeah, it's a new language. कैसे बात करनी है AI से, मतलब some people will say मैं चैट जीपीटी यूज करता हूँ बट कभी बेनिफिट मुझे खास नहीं होता,
Hmm.
बिकॉज दे आर नॉट टॉकिंग इन अ राइट लैंग्वेज विच इज
Wow.
कॉल्ड प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग.
Hmm.
सो दिस लैंग्वेज यू हैव टू लर्न एंड इट्स नॉट अ बिग कोर्स कि 2 महीने 4 महीने करना है, यू कैन लर्न इन 1 day ओनली.
And as we start using it, we'll evolve with it.
या जैसे आप हिंदी बोल बोल के सीखे हो वैसे ही कर करके सीखोगे,
Hmm.
बट यू हैव टू बी ओपन टू इट कि मुझे सीखना है. दैट्स इट.
That's a very nice thought process regarding the metaphor that you have given of language.
Yeah.
So when we learn languages, जब भी हम language सीखते हैं, तो it takes time. And until we learn the language, we cannot, interact with the person who knows that language. So अगर हम chat GPT या AI को एक language माने, so it is our effort that we should learn it so that we can better interact with it.
AI is, well, I take it as my intern. I have to tell from zero to, I have to tell what is his role, कहाँ तक करना है, क्या करना है. डोंट एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम हिम कि वो अपने आप समझ जाएगा. तो जो आप बोलोगे वैसा वैसा वो करता जाएगा. तो कैसे उससे बात करनी है, दिस इज प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग.
Great. And what you said regarding कि जो हमें अपडेट करना है अपने आप को, it is required more than ever.
You have to get updated. There is no other way. So this time you cannot escape it. Maybe कई हमारे सीनियर डॉक्टर्स हैं, दे साइड कि नहीं हमने तो एमडी की थी, उसके बाद पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, उसी से काम चल रहा है. बट नाउ इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन. You have to have at least basic knowledge of it, at least what's happening. This is a big, I would say, change which is going to take place, which is happening, not going to take place, which is happening right now.
So we can come to the earlier thing to set a perspective कि जैसे हमने सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये पूछा था कि क्या AI रिप्लेस कर सकता है डॉक्टर्स को. सो द आंसर माइट बी अ बिट कंडीशनल विद रिगार्ड्स टू कि अगर आप अपडेटेड नहीं है, इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग इट वेरी लाइटली, इफ़ यू आर कॉम्प्लिसेंट, अगर आप इसको जस्ट एक वेव की तरह सोच रहे हैं, एक शाइनी ऑब्जेक्ट की तरह को चला जाएगा, देन वी आर मिस्टेकन. अगर हम अपना बिट नहीं करेंगे, देन वी मे एक्चुअली बी आउटफेस्ड, और द डॉक्टर्स हु आर नॉट अपग्रेडिंग देमसेल्व्स, दे मे बी आउटफेस्ड.
You will be replaced by a person with AI capabilities, not
Hmm.
with AI.
Hmm.
Because competition is coming up, persons with AI capabilities will come up.
Hmm.
They can replace you, but isolated AI cannot replace you.
सो डॉक्टर हर्ष, ये तो वही बात हो गई ना कि जैसे इट हैज़ बीन एग्जिस्टिंग सिंस एटर्निटी. अगर हमारा सेटअप है, हम लेटेस्ट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स रख रहे हैं, लेटेस्ट डायग्नोस्टिक मशीन्स रख रहे हैं. जैसे एआई को हम एक न्यू एडवांसमेंट की तरह लें कि जैसे कोई हमने सीटी एमआरआई लगाया किसी ने अपने सेटअप में, किसी ने कुछ किया, तो डेफिनेटली दैट सेटअप विल इवॉल्व
Yeah,
एंड इट विल अट्रैक्ट मोर पेशेंट्स एंड वी विल बी एबल टू गिव अ होलिस्टिक हेल्थ केयर.
yeah, definitely. This you can take it or you can say कि पहले वालों का चल गया, अब वालों का नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है, you have to integrate in CT, MRI, everything is coming loaded with AI right now.
यस.
Radiologist, if I take a broader concept, रेडियोलॉजिस्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट शायद कम हो जाए, बट द नीड इज सो हाई. यू मे बी कंसिडरिंग दिल्ली, नोएडा और टीयर 2 सिटीज, बट जितना एक्सरे का ज़रूरत है, जितना रेडियोलॉजी का ज़रूरत है, इट इज़ नॉट अवेलेबल वर्ल्ड वाइड.
गॉट इट.
इन अफ्रीका यू कैन फाइंड, मतलब पूरे कॉन्टिनेंट में ही देर आर फ्यू हंड्रेड्स ऑफ रेडियोलॉजिस्ट, बट द नीड इज ऑफ thousands, lakhs. So AI will be doing that work.
गॉट इट.
You must have heard of some AI in WHO which is interpreting X-rays. It has been given FDA license also that it is doing better than radiologists, but still there are, it is not going to replace radiologist also.
I was reading, Dr. Harsh, regarding a software, AI software called Chest Link.
Yeah.
Chest Link. So it pulls out X-rays, radiographs of chest from millions of database, and then it rates the radiograph according to 75 parameters. And then it gives its judgment whether the case is normal or it is having some abnormality. The crazy part is that the governmental organizations have given it a clean sheet that if it gives it's normal. And it's used for medical triaging basically.
Yeah.
So, and definitely when some authorities are using it as a autonomous thing, that its verdict is final, they might have done definite research, and this
Yeah,
shows the possibilities.
There is research, Curie AI करके एक tool है, which WHO is using, but still the demand of radiology is so high
Hmm.
दैट इन नियर फ्यूचर ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जॉब नहीं मिलेगी, मे बी उनका पैकेज कम हो जाए. It may be that the zero you cannot do without radiologist, you cannot do without like ultrasound. Some person is required to do ultrasound,
Yes.
but what AI is doing during ultrasound, it is telling you where the lesion is, it is measuring
Hmm.
the parameters. Like in I do echo it tells me exactly the ejection fraction क्या है, valve का size क्या है. पहले मुझे क्या करना पड़ता था, I have to focus it, then measure it.
Hmm.
But now what I am doing, just put in a probe
Hmm.
and it will tell you
Hmm.
this is this.
So, Dr. Harsh, this means perhaps कि जो AI है, it is closing the gaps.
Yeah.
Suppose clinicians fatigue, दिन भर काम कर रहे हैं आप, सैटरडे इवनिंग थोड़ा सा लाउजी से हैं, वहाँ पे जो थोड़ा सा गैप क्रिएट हो जाता है कई बार जो हम अपडेटेड नहीं रह पाते हैं ड्यू टू प्लेथोरा ऑफ कंटेंट कमिंग इन, ये सब जो हमारे गैप्स हो जाते हैं ड्यू टू आर बीइंग ह्यूमन सो टू स्पीक. सो कहीं ना कहीं एआई उन्हें क्लोज कर रहा है.
Definitely.
एंड क्योंकि एआई इतनी सारी चीज़ें याद रख सकता है, इट कैन पुल आउट फ्रॉम मिलियंस ऑफ अ डेटाबेस ऑफ मिलियंस ऑफ पेशेंट्स. सो कहीं ना कहीं उसकी जो एफिशिएंसी एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी है वहाँ बढ़ जाती है.
Yeah, it will reduce your maybe stress, you can say.
Hmm.
But if you compare India or US, में US doctors are working 4-5 days a week and you are working like crazy.
Yeah.
So अभी तो आपको कोई टेंशन मत लो.
Hmm.
Learn AI and use how to use AI.
Great. And this means that AI will be the or is the most sought after skill now.
Yeah. At least basics.
Basics.
At least person what is जो भी बात हो रही है क्या है,
Hmm.
बेसिक्स हमें पता होना चाहिए.
Hmm.
कोई क्या आके बोल रहा है.
Hmm.
And you invest just 1 day of your life
Hmm.
and it will increase your productivity
Wow.
few percent, I would say. मतलब somebody may be 50%, but at least 1% तो just for 1 day only
Hmm.
you can invest.
What is your message for the medical students who are watching this podcast? After all of your experience throughout your journey of being a doctor, and now tech coming in and AI coming in, what will be your one sentence or one advice for the medical students who are tuning in?
See, I believe in next 2 to 3 years it will be in their curriculum.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is going to be in curriculum because everybody needs to learn it. Now I believe this generation is already learning it. ये जो thesis बना रहे हैं, सब कर रहे हैं, everybody is using AI.
Hmm. Hmm.
So how to use it properly, how to use AI in thesis and research,
Hmm.
because right now ना there is tussle going on
Hmm.
where the professor thinks कि
Hmm.
तुम लिख के आ गए हो AI
Hmm.
से
Hmm. Hmm.
and the student think जब AI कर रहा है तो हमें क्यों तंग करना है.
True. Hmm.
So somewhere this relationship has to change.
Hmm.
We have to teach AI as a part of medical curriculum.
Got it. Hmm.
And then accept the limitation and accept the capabilities of AI
Hmm.
for the consultant level part or director level part, I am saying.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we have to integrate into the medical curriculum. Till that time, just invest 1 day.
Hmm.
You will learn all the basic things of
Hmm.
AI,
Hmm.
what is required, and get future ready.
Get future ready. Yes. Get future ready with AI.
Yeah.
And what will be your advice for the professors? Because obviously, since you mentioned a very important point that the adaptability of the hierarchy is very important. So, what will be your advice for the professor level guys with regards to the things that are happening in AI?
See, my experience is कि एक प्रोफेसर लेवल पे जाके चेंज होना बहुत मुश्किल है. It will be a tough task for them to get changed, but they have to change. They have to change. जब तक चेंज नहीं होंगे, students will misuse you, I would say. They will be doing many things and you will be just scrolling your head कि हुआ हो क्या रहा है.
So, I guess being future ready is for everybody now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Professors also need to. They need 1 day, but
Mm.
I don't know when they will invest your
Mhm.
1 day. We may take home message. Can we invest your 1 day in AI?
Invest you one day.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can take this as
Let it be the starting point.
yeah.
Hmm. Great, great, awesome. Now, let me ask you, Dr. Harsh, which real AI tools So right now we had been discussing about the context, why it's important, what will happen if the doctors do not upgrade. Can you throw light on some real AI tools which are already helping doctors today and some practical use cases around it? Some AI tools which are really helping the pair doctors
Means
in
you want to ask about the specific
a
tools.
specific tool, maybe one or two if you can throw some light on.
If you start from a MBBS level or student level, the Google LM
Hmm.
is a tool which can help you study, I would say. आपको पढ़ने में help करता है.
Wow.
It can, you can talk with the paper. You can talk with the book. It's like this.
Hmm.
कि आप जस्ट उसको अपलोड कीजिए, पूरा पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं. सपोज इट्स ए 30-page आर्टिकल एंड यू वांट टू नो द स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन विच आर इन योर माइंड, यू जस्ट अपलोड इनटू गूगल नोटबुक LM.
Hmm.
After getting uploaded, you just ask your specific question.
Hmm.
What is the strength of this study? It will give you.
Hmm.
What is the limitation of the study?
Hmm.
What is the comparison with past? So it will give you everything for that paper only.
Hmm.
Notebook LM.
Hmm.
Then you can make your notes into Notebook LM, like whenever you are studying, making notes, just put up in the Notebook LM, and when you are revising,
Hmm.
you can just have a gist of it.
So it can be a great study companion, like
Yeah.
a combined study kind of a thing.
Notebook LM is the best thing for study.
Notebook LM.
LM.
And this
Yeah,
is available on Google.
Google free. It's
Free.
a free tool. Everybody can use.
Hmm.
In ChatGPT, another tool, everybody knows about it. For using ChatGPT, you need to learn ChatGPT. सबको लगता है ChatGPT तो हमें आता ही है.
Hmm.
But the prompting specifically, different tools available for reasoning, what you have to use. So ChatGPT, you have to learn. You spend your few hours. Then depending upon your specialty, if go in the MBBS, the third tool for the thesis, for thesis writing, I don't know I should say here because that will be contentious between professors versus teachers, but they are research tools where from finding the topics to writing the references.
If you can spell out, like, if you one tool.
Consensus is a tool.
Consensus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you just write your ideas and it will give you the most recent papers about that ideas.
Hmm.
And it will give you a consensus meter also कि किसी ड्रग पे कितने पॉजिटिव ट्रायल्स हैं, कितने नेगेटिव हैं, which is useful or not useful.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It can give you. Then SciSpace is a tool. Is a tool.
Size space.
SciSpace.
Okay.
SCI SciSpace.
Size space. Okay, got it.
That you can use for thesis writing, for even checking plagiarism, for putting references. Because मुझे याद आता है when we used to do thesis, जस्ट वो कोमा यहाँ पे नहीं लगाया, रेफरेंस का ये हाइफन रह गया, और ये
Citations and everything.
that was a big task, and
Hmm.
that can be done just with a one click right now. So आपको किसी और जर्नल में भेजना है, because there are different journals which ask for different styling
Yep.
of reference. So you
Hmm.
just put in there, and according to that style it will make different type of citation.
Hmm.
So it can be done just with the one click of mouse.
Hmm.
So SciSpace as consensus you can use, and for specific tasks there are different tools.
Hmm.
If you don't know about the tools, ask about from ChatGPT. It will give you the recent available tools, and
Great.
then explore that thing. I have learned that way only.
As you were mentioning this, a visual was coming in my mind of a recent happening. So I took my father to a corporate hospital, and the doctor was really nice, awesome, a gastroenterologist. So we were waiting for him for 2 hours, and he comes and he sits, and this is the computer in front of him, the keyboard, and he starts typing. And me and my father are sitting over here, and he's just moving
Type.
off and on. What is the blood pressure? And he will type it down. Then he will again ask some question. Then he'll type it down. The conversation or the consultation went for 30 minutes around. For 22 odd minutes,
He
there was no
typing.
contact.
Yeah.
So my father was not satisfied with regards to the connection
Yeah.
he could have with the doctor. So around 70 to 80% of the time was just filling the record in the device. and very less actual time was spent with my father. So, and then I researched over the internet as well that this is a point of debate internationally, that doctors now are filling the electronic health records, and the reason why they were invented is a bit defeated, and how to look at it and how to take medical scribing with the use of AI to actually, so that the doctors can do what they're required to do, actually see and heal the patient with that matter. So how do you see that, how where we are lacking as of now, and how AI can fill in the gaps?
See, electronic health record was introduced in early 2000s
Hmm.
with a target of patients, not thinking about doctors. And it turned out like this only, that most of the doctors are spending most of their time in record keeping. So this is a reality, and this is being felt all over the world, and AI is going to change it.
Hmm.
There are many tools now coming up where you just have to talk to the patient, and that AI is listening to your talk, and it is going to I would say bring the relevant data out of your talk. It is
Hmm.
available right now, it's happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
So time is coming up in next 2-3 years when those 30 minutes of your gastroenterologist will be talking to each other. So AI will help there. That's why I'm saying AI assistant will be there. There are tools in India also,
Hmm.
but it is widely adapted in US, where big hospitals are already adapted it. Microsoft Nuance करके एक tool है.
Microsoft Nuance.
Nuance.
Okay.
And where the full hospital, but it is a costly tool. इंडिया में बहुत कम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं.
Hmm. Hmm.
इंडिया में एक टूल है फ्रीड करके, FREED.
Freed. Okay.
Yeah, that can be used, but this is also a costly tool, around $100 per month,
Hmm.
which can be used where you just talk to the patient, and it is listening to you
Hmm.
and making a notes out of
Great. And what I can expect is, like, when we are talking, the doctor's full attention is on the patient,
it on the patient. Is
and the AI is the transcriber,
Yeah.
or scriber. And again, with scriber with some wisdom and intellect, that it will pull out relevant parts
Relevant.
of the conversation.
that part is called NLP, neuro linguistic programming,
Hmm.
where it understand what is the chief complaints, where it
Wow.
understand history of present illness, what is the vitals,
Hmm.
and it will give you in a format like this only.
Hmm.
I'm using it with the help of Google Notebook LM right now also, but my assistant is there. Mics are put in on my table, that is being recorded,
Hmm.
and the tools, as I'm telling, it's a costly tool, so I'm using it with the help of assistant. That conversation is being given to Notebook LM,
Mhm.
and I have given a prompt, just make it a this format, and it will create such
So, if I
things.
can understand the workflow properly, you and the patient are sitting.
Yeah, we
There are
talking-
mics there.
Yeah,
The conversation is being recorded.
yeah.
It goes in. It is fed into the Google
Notebook LM.
Notebook LM, the AI tool, and you have a prompt already over there that how to process this
Yeah.
recording or the transcription of this recording, and you get the output as per your demand.
Yeah.
Which might be, again, history of present illness, chief
Yeah.
complaint, history of present illness, and all the things.
And this is already being done with Microsoft Nuance and Freed, where
Great.
you don't need assist. This is the workflow
Mhm.
that Freed and Nuance are doing. They're
Mhm.
just listening to it,
Mhm.
identifying the information, and then putting up into the EMR.
Wow.
This is happening.
So this, like, so the doctor will be fully present.
Yeah.
With the patient.
And also in the IPD patients also,
Hmm.
more than 50-60% time is in putting notes.
Hmm.
So right now, previously what we used to have is mics, but that mics cannot transcribe actually जो हम बोलना चाहते हैं.
Hmm. Hmm.
But with the help of these AI tools, Ognito is there in India. Like even I'm using ChatGPT for putting notes also.
Hmm.
Just you speak to it,
Hmm.
and it will transcribe and just cut copy paste into EHR if
Hmm.
you want to use free tool. But now there are tools where it can be done. So your time is saved. You are putting more time on patient care rather
Hmm.
than
Hmm.
just putting up the files.
So we can expect that with the pace at which AI is evolving, maybe in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, we'll be having better models at a more affordable costs.
Yeah, cost is a hindrance.
Hmm,
Maybe in 2 years, what you are saying, before that it will happen.
So, do you feel like at this point I'm having goosebumps with regards to the startup culture in India? That
Yeah.
the startups can take up these projects as of like how AI is evolving in healthcare, and how to create tools which are, at a subsidized rate, because they will be developed in India, so they might be having something better for to offer to the healthcare.
See, I came across 2, 3 startups who started this, but they ultimately closed because
The reason being.
maybe they cannot keep up with the pace of technology developing.
Hmm.
It is being developed at such a rapid pace, billions, trillions of dollars, I would say, Google and
Hmm.
OpenAI, and this is a complete mad race going on. And they are bringing so many products weekly, I would say.
Hmm.
They cannot compete with them. So I think if I ask about the future is of a service as a software,
Hmm.
means we have to use the technology being developed by these giants.
Hmm.
If somebody, the Ambani and Adani, can make in India, that's okay.
Hmm.
But till that time, we have to use the LLMs, we have to use the technology developed by these big tech giants.
Hmm.
But we can serve as a service in between, how to use those tools.
Hmm.
In that space, you have a potential for startup. Service as a startup,
Service as a startup.
rather than software as a service, because previously it used to be software development and
Hmm.
you give it to doctor and it uses.
Yes. Hmm.
Now the time has come, service will be given and
Hmm.
tools are being personalized.
Personalized. Hmm.
Yeah, that can be done very easily.